7 seeds in 7 minutes that I'm sowing and growing this February. Have you ever wondered what you'd get if you crossed a dog with a daisy? Cauliflower, where the name literally means cabbage flower because the white part of the cauliflower is the flower that's not yet developed. As I'm sure you all well know, the cauliflower is part of the brassica family related to cabbage, Brussels sprouts and broccoli. Cauliflower come in 6 different colour varieties: white, yellow, orange, purple and brown. And the purple variety is rumoured to be the most nutritious, so if you find it in the supermarket, give that one a try. And every single part of the cauliflower is edible, so make sure you don't throw these parts away. Instead, eat them. So for today, I'm sowing this traditional white cauliflower and this delicious looking deep purple cauliflower. I'm going to keep this nice and simple by just placing 2 holes into each pot about 1/2 centimetre deep, and then dropping 1 seed into each hole and wait and see until they germinate. Hopefully in a few weeks' time, we'll have some delicious cauliflowers. Peppers. You might think that not all peppers start equally, but actually they do. All peppers begin as green peppers, and then as they ripen, they change yellow and red. And I would have assumed that red peppers are the most popular, but it's actually green peppers that sell the most around the world. I've got 2 varieties of peppers I'm going to be growing. These sweet peppers, which are a slightly smaller variety, and then these standard bell red peppers. Pepper seeds like to be sown 0.5 centimetres deep, and for this I'm just going to pop 2 seeds inside each pot. And the pepper seeds like it hot, so these will be going under grow lights on a heat mat until they germinate. But most importantly, don't let your seeds get eaten like mine have. I'm not quite sure how slugs have managed to get indoors. And if you're struggling to find those pepper seeds in the garden centre, then don't panic. You can buy a pepper from the supermarket, split it open, take the seeds out, and these will work just as well for you. Plus there's one more super unique fact about peppers that no one's ever going to tell you about, and it is falling over. I'm going to need some ice or something cold. Good job I've got a bag of peas. Peas have been cultivated for over 10,000 years. There's evidence of them being grown in ancient Greece, ancient Rome and ancient Egypt. Peas may look small, but they're full of vitamins, minerals, and they make a great plant-based protein. Peas are part of the legume family, hope I'm pronouncing that right, but it means they help put nitrogen back into the soil and support other plants as they grow. Frozen peas are just as good for you as fresh peas because they're frozen as soon as they're picked, maintaining their minerals and vitamins. Peas are considered an environmentally friendly crop because they require very little water and support other crops as they grow. First thing I like to do is give these peas a couple of hours to soak. Hope you've been saving those toilet rolls because this is when you're going to need them. And then fill each toilet roll right up to the top with soil. And then make some holes in each of the toilet rolls, and then just drop 1 seed into each hole and gently cover them all up. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are made up of 96% water, the highest water content of any salad. So I had a little script about how many vitamins there are in cucumbers, but there's just too many for me to remember. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The important thing to remember is that almost all of these vitamins are found in the skin, so don't chop the skin off. If we ever get to see the sun again, which I'm not sure we will, it's worth noting that cucumber is great at helping sunburn. If you peel it, put it on the sunburn, it relieves the pain. And can you believe it, but cucumber was once considered poisonous because of the bitter taste. And next time you cut into a cucumber, give it a smell, because it's supposed to have a fresh and crunchy scent. Have you ever wondered what do chefs use to play pull cucumbers? So I'm going to be sowing these 2 varieties of cucumber. And the most important thing to remember is always plant your cucumber on its side so you prevent water from pooling on the seed. And if you're wondering where the saying cool as a cucumber comes from, it's because the cucumber has a unique ability to keep the inside of it cool even in the hottest of summer days. Can you guess what this ancient mystical herb is? I'll give you 3 seconds. It is, of course, oregano. Oregano is a herb that's been used for thousands of years. The ancient Romans and Egyptians considered it a source of joy and happiness and used to use it in wedding ceremonies. Oregano has amazing medical powers. It's been used for curing respiratory issues, indigestion, and fungal infections. The oil you get from the leaves is used in many well-known fungal infection creams. Oregano is traditionally grown on the fertile mountains of South America. It was first cultivated by the Aztec Empire. Unfortunately, I can't recreate those mountains here in the UK, so instead I'm going to use this little tray and add a very thin layer of seed and see how that goes. And oregano is a key ingredient in the Mediterranean diet, included in both Greek, Turkish and Italian seasonings. One fruit that everyone's on the quest to grow the perfect variety of, the humble tomato. In the 18th century, tomatoes were considered poisonous because they were part of the nightshade family and because of their bright red colour. But it's that bright red colour that gives them loads of health benefits, including strengthening your heart. There are a staggering 10,000 different varieties of tomatoes, coming in different shapes, sizes and colours. And tomatoes originated in South America, same as the oregano. And tomatoes can also help the body absorb more iron, so don't forget to have some spinach when you're eating those tomatoes. Last year, my first year on the allotment plot, I was given some tomatoes which I put in the ground, and unfortunately they didn't ripen in time, so I was left with a lot of green tomatoes. But this year I want to start much earlier, and so this year I'm going to be growing 3 varieties. Gardener's Delight, Tomato Tigerella, this is a much bigger tomato, and my absolute favourite, these delicious little sweet cherry tomatoes. These are going to be great in a salad. With all these seeds growing, there's one more seed that I want to plant that's going to protect them all throughout the spring, summer and autumn, and that plant is the magical marigold. Marigolds have been symbolic in many cultures throughout the years, used in religious ceremonies and to decorate temples. On some species of marigolds, the leaves are edible with a peppery, tangy taste to them. Marigolds are well known for their pest control. They emit a scent that deters slugs and other harmful bugs. The bright orange and yellow petals on marigolds are used to create fabric dyes. And marigold petals can also be used to make tea, which is believed to help with the sore throat. But do be a little bit careful where you plant marigolds because they're known to be toxic to both cats and dogs. So for these I'm just going to use my seed blocker, get plenty of damp soil in there, and then very simply just add 1 seed into each of the little divots. And the other great thing about marigolds is they have a really long blooming season, going right from spring often through to autumn, and if you're lucky sometimes they'll hold on just through until the end of winter. And that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you again next week. Take care.